All right, so with some finality here, I would love to hear what's on your mind, as long as it's not packed with hate and anger and just so anti City of Wind. It's just it's really I'm disturbed by it.
Your city has been through a lot this year. Y'all still going through some things. So I would not pick on your city. In fact, I'm gonna go to game into a company that's going through a lot.
Yeah.
Activision.
Yes, they are.
Activision has recently lost Bungie. Well, they've divorced with Bungie. Bungie has left, and now Bungie has taken Destiny with them. And some people are rejoicing. Some people are, skeptical of how that will go both ways. So my rant is basically, when we look at something like this, I think this is something that needs to happen a little bit more across the industry, where some of these independent companies that make beautiful products need to go on their own and find investors that aren't as hands-on and demanding as an Activision, because Activision and Electronic Arts seem to bring some of these studios into a model that compromises the product.
Yeah.
We've talked about Anthem and stuff like that, going to the past and with BioWare, and that's coming up. Their demo's coming out soon, and we'll see how it is. But BioWare is known for making great stories, and they look like they're being moved towards a product that's not about that.
Yep.
And that's a scary thing. And Destiny looks like it's going to go the opposite way, where Bungie is known for, not just their shooting mechanics, which are tops in the field. And I think that ultimately saved Destiny while they worked out other issues. But now what we've heard about the Activision Bungie thing is that in the development of Destiny, they were frequently halted and had to make a hard left turn on production.
Yes.
And that's why when both Destiny 1 and Destiny 2 released, it wasn't a game that, forget what fans were happy with, Bungie wasn't happy with it yet. And Bungie can't come out and say, we're not happy with this product, but you can tell by the way they engage the community, the way they update the game, how it is until they are happy with it. And then when they do become happy with it, they say, well, we're really happy with this, that, and the other. Like right now, they're happy with Destiny 2. Most fans of Destiny 2 are happy with Destiny 2. It's a good game right now. Took a year and change, well, about a year to get there, because they had to fight to get there. And who do they have to fight? Activision and their shareholders.
Yes.
And they won't be under that anymore. And that's a big applause for me. And I'm not even an overall Activision hater.
Right.
It's like any other company. I don't like them when they're bad. I like them when they're good. It's that simple.
Yeah. That's how we are usually, as fans.
Yeah. Yeah. So I hope that this starts a trend of more CD Projekt Reds out there, where companies are, and this is going to close my rant, sometimes it has to be enough to make a good game that a lot of people buy. Sometimes it's not about making every single dollar that you can possibly make. Sometimes it's not about becoming the next Harry Potter, the next GTA. That'll happen sometimes, and usually you don't see it coming. And other times it's not going to happen. People didn't see Fortnite coming. Fortnite actually came out and did nothing when it was a PvP game.
Yep.
And then they ripped off PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds and added Minecraft to it and became the biggest game in the world.
Yeah.
No one could predict that. And now they're showing their own agency and becoming an industry unto themselves with the profits that they made from Fortnite.
Yeah,
so
they can stop getting sued for dances.
Everybody's getting sued for dances, though. Destiny's getting sued. Real quick, the reason they sue for dances is because they want to copyright the dances. And in order to copyright something, you have to go out and say, hey, this is mine. And that's what the suing is. It's not like they're trying to get all of the money from these guys.
No, yeah.
But they got to get in that court. But anyway, so that's pretty much my rant. It's not about anything bad or anything like that. It's actually starting from a good thing. I just hope to see more of it, because we're starting more and more to see how these larger companies and their shareholder concerns are keeping us from good games, like with EA canceling this Star Wars game recently as well.
Yeah. I mean, I I definitely agree. I agree. I'm always for having the person with talent and the entrepreneur or the smaller business going out on their own and not having to go to someone else for distribution. And now you go to someone else for distribution, and now because they're bigger and have the means to put you in more places, now they take control of your project. And oftentimes development studios don't like it. I mean, sometimes the publisher makes probably some good decisions. There's probably some times where it happens. Kingdom Hearts 3 was being rendered on the Luminosity division engine at first, which is what they had been using before. And while it had some kinks to it or whatever, Square Enix comes in and tells them, "Hey, we're scrapping that. We're scrapping that whole thing. You're gonna use Unreal Engine 4, which may ultimately make the game better, but you really just took these creators and said, no, you guys are going this way, and if you fail, you should fail because it was you. If you succeed, it is what it is. So I definitely agree with that. I think I would love to see other companies doing that, especially once you have established yourself.
Yeah.
Like Destiny. Destiny is one of the probably 5 biggest online console games out there right now. It's like Destiny, Grand Theft, Fortnite, Call of Duty. You know what I mean?
It's way up there.
It's probably right there. So the point of it is they don't need Activision anymore.
I'm not sure if they ever did. And that's the thing I think with these companies is I know it's harder from a financial standpoint to make these giant games that cost hundreds of $millions to make and go out there, because if you fail, that could be it. Like everybody could be just looking for freelance work after that.
Yeah.
And so I hope that they're able to create within their means, but make great things. Because BioWare, if you look at BioWare before EA, it's a monster great company. Like monster great company. And now every release since then has been like getting iffier and iffier until we have Mass Effect Andromeda, and now we're looking at Anthem like, oh God.
Yeah, Mass Effect Andromeda was terrible. I mean, it was terrible. It was terrible based off of what my expectations were.
Yes, I think officially Mass Effect Andromeda is like a 7 of a game overall in the grand scope of gaming. But compared to Mass Effect, it's like a 3. Yeah. Because the Mass Effect trilogy was arguably the greatest RPGs of its generation. Yeah. And it was a long generation, right? So, and again, Anthem looks kind of shallow. Doesn't look like there's a lot of story. We'll see when it comes out and give it a chance. But I hope BioWare gets set free in a way that they're also able to make great games again soon.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, that's all we got for you guys this week. Appreciate you watching as always. Make sure, as we said earlier on, make sure you leave a like on the video. Also, don't forget to share it. And if you have not yet subscribed, do that. And also keep in mind, we want to get these 10,000 views so we can get the At Me Bro channel out there separately from this. But I don't mean I want everybody to start watching me to leave. So get your mind together. All right, guys, I appreciate you watching as always. God bless. Peace.
I'll be weak. I'm rather unique.